This is section 6.1, problem number 8, solve a system using substitution. So again, remember there are 3 ways to solve systems. One is by graphing, which is hard, not very accurate, so not a good method. The second is by substitution. So that's what we're going to look at in this problem. So if you look at this first equation, it says y equals 6x minus 11. Since y is equal to 6x minus 11, we're going to take that 6x minus 11 and we're going to take the y out of the second equation and we're going to replace it with what y is equal to. So that gives us a negative 2x minus 3 times y, but we're going to take y out and we're going to substitute in its place what y is equal to. And the first equation says y is equal to 6x minus 11. And then that's got to equal a negative 7. So there's our setup. Now we're going to distribute that negative 3. Don't forget it's a negative 3. It might help you if you make this a plus and then a negative 3 because you've got to distribute that negative 3. And when you distribute that negative 3, you get a negative 2x minus 18x. And then a negative 3 times a negative 11 is a positive 33 equals a negative 7. Now combine your like terms and you get a negative 20x plus 33 equals a negative 7. Now subtract 33 from both sides and you get a negative 20x equals a negative 40. And divide both sides by negative 20 and you get x equals 2. So there's our x value. Now remember, when you're solving a system, the answer is actually an ordered pair, and in this ordered pair our x value is 2. Now we've got to find our y value, so we're going to go back into the first equation, which is y equals 6x minus 11. We're going to take out the x and replace it with what we now know that x is, which is 2, so we get 6 times 2. Minus 11, so y is 12 minus 11. 12 minus 11 is 1. So the answer, the solution to this system is the ordered pair 2, positive 1. That's called substitution. Let's go to B. B, we don't have one of the equation with a variable by itself, but in that second equation, I can add x to both sides, and I get y equals x plus 3. Now I'm going to take that y plus 3 and I'm going to substitute it where this y is. So that will give me 3x plus 2 times y, but y is now going to be what it's equal to, which is x plus 3 equals 11. Now we're going to distribute that 2. So we get 3x plus 2x plus 6 equals 11. Combine our like terms and we get 5x plus 6 equals 11. Subtract 6 from both sides and we get 5x equals 5. And divide both sides by 5 and we get x equals 1. So there's our x value. We're not done though. We need an ordered pair. So far we have x is 1. Now, we can go into either equation. It doesn't matter which one. I'll go into the first one this time. 3 times x, which is 1, so 3 times 1, plus 2y equals 11. Subtract 3 from both sides. We get 2y equals 8. Divide both sides by 2, and we get y equals 4. So the solution is the ordered pair 1, 4. And we're ready for C. C says that x is equal to y minus 4. So this time we're going to take x out of the first equation and replace it with the opposite of y plus 4. So we get a negative y plus 4 minus 2y equals 10. Combine our like terms. Negative 2y and a negative y is a negative 3y plus 4 equals 10. Subtract 4 from both sides. We get negative 3y equals 6. Divide both sides by negative 3 and we get y equals a negative 2. And there's our y value. So now in our ordered pair, we have our y value, which is a negative 2. Now we're going to plug it into the second equation. So we've got x equals the opposite of a negative 2 plus 4, which gives us x equals 2 plus 4. So x equals 6. So the solution to this equation is 6, negative 2. You can always check these by plugging it into both equations and seeing if it works. So, for example, is 6 minus 2 times negative 2? That'll give us 6 plus 4. Is that equal to 10? And it is.